Today on Cheez, we take a look at yield farming. Protocols giving out a token to incentivize an action, typically deposits, is at the center of yield farming. Platforms offer interest rates in the hundreds or even 1,000% range. In exchange, investors will then provide them with funds in hopes of making a nice return. Today, we're going to take a look at Swamp Finance, which just recently released on Polygon, and how they're using yield to attract investors. All right from the start, they're telling you that you can deposit and earn money just by using their platform. Let's scroll down and see what sort of interest rates they're offering and how they could potentially lure people in to making those initial deposits. We see here that they're offering on some of these pools 17.6% daily, okay? 18.9% daily. What that means is every 24 hours, you could expect to make 19% of your money back. And they're going to grab your attention, and rightfully so. When you see 1.95 million yearly, that's going to lure you in. That's roughly 18% daily that you would get on your deposits here. And again, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. But that doesn't stop a sucker from being born every single day. Someone's going to ape in, throw in their money, and try to make what they believe to be 18% a day. And that's just not realistic, folks. Now, let's explore why these sorts of yields just aren't sustainable. First, as more people provide deposits, the more rewards have to be divided up. You're not the only person who's going to be drawn in by these sorts of returns, so you're essentially going to have to fight for your share of yield with everyone else who decides to join in on the party. Additionally, these rewards are often paid out as native tokens. Native tokens are issued by a platform to encourage user interaction and allow for reward distribution to its network's participants. And in the case of Swamp Finance, on these particular pools, you're going to receive P-Swamp back. If the tokens drop in value, that once juicy reward isn't as appealing. And to be clear, a drop in value is just about assured, especially if tokens don't offer any utility. Case in point, if you go back just a couple of days when this platform launched on Polygon, they were offering a daily percentage rate of 31.28%. Again, that's a daily percentage rate of 31.28%. That has gone down significantly. And this is due in large part to the decline in value of the native token. Look at the price action on this chart. You can see that at one point it was as high as $100 per token, and then it dropped all the way down to some $12, $13 per token. That's a dramatic loss in value. Imagine buying in early on these particular pools and then staking the native token. You would have lost more than what you were gaining by the day. And the major factor here, and the reason why these native tokens drop so much in value, is because they offer no utility. There was zero use case for these tokens at launch, and as a result, people would just harvest. They would farm these tokens and immediately sell them. All that does is create more sell pressure, further dropping the price. There was really no incentive to hold these tokens at launch, and the results speak for themselves. This is just basic tokenomics. Oftentimes these platforms will even show you what their tokenomics is all about. And if you go on and you look these up and you see that there is no utility, stay away from the native tokens. Stay away from the native tokens. In fact, a lot of people on YouTube who do these videos will tell you, you don't buy the native tokens, you farm them and then sell them immediately 99% of the time. I'm not going to say that because I believe there are more platforms that are offering utilities for tokens as time goes on. But for the most part, if you detect that there is no use case for a token, do not buy it. All you need to do is harvest and sell, harvest and sell. But it's not all doom and gloom for a platform such as Swamp Finance. In particular, this protocol is used as a yield optimizer. And essentially what that means is they take pools from other platforms like QuickSwap and they auto compound them for you. And essentially they turn those APRs into APYs, which will give you a better return. And they provide you with the native token of PSwamp on top to help improve your yield even further. And so when I go to the DAI USD LP, which is a stable coin, you can click on here and see by scrolling down annually what your return is expected to be. And why that is the case, because they're also layering, in addition to the standard farm APY of 7.6%, you're also going to get a swamp APR, again, the incentive or the native token of this platform on top of what you're getting from the farm APY. So they're essentially layering on top of another platform and providing you with additional yield. And in exchange, you supply them with deposits. If I'm using a yield optimizer like Swamp Finance, I'm going straight to the pools that aren't paired with the native token because I don't want to have that exposure to a asset that I feel is just going to depreciate in value over time. If this token offered more utility, there might be an incentive to keep and hold it. But as it stands right now, it just doesn't make sense to keep it in your wallet. You farm these types of tokens and you sell them. Now, I'm sure they have on their roadmap some use case coming at a later date, but why continue to hold those when the price is just going to continue to go down? There is no buy pressure currently. It's all sell pressure. And so as soon as you get these sorts of tokens, you want to get rid of them. That's it for today, guys. But before we go, I wanted to introduce you to a new portion of Cheesesteak, and that is NFT of the day. Today's NFT collection is Lonely Aliens, and I am very impressed with what the community has done thus far in the first 24 hours of launch. These aliens look very, very cool. They got a nice vibe to them. I would definitely recommend you all check them out. Head over to lonelyaliens.com, mint you one today, and let them know Cheesesteak sent you. See you guys on the next one.